morning, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. So we're going to use the Jour de Vivre Tarot for this reading. So let's see what's going on in the universe with the bonus read. Great things are happening. All right, so we have coming out the Two of Pentacles. All right, so the Two of Pentacles is a card that talks about some sort of decision you're making, possibly between two things, that's got you sort of in a little bit of a balanced state. So for me, this card really often comes out when we have like a head over heart decision or a heart over head decision, whatever it is. But it's about balancing two things up to come out with some sort of idea of what you want from one of them. Now, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two Pentacles could represent, say, two relationships, two places to go for dinner, but it's two of something that you're tossing up here. So whatever this is for you, it looks like you're in a Two of Pentacles energy, trying to find balance between two things. I feel like almost like you want to have both of these things, but somehow you've got to choose. All right, Six of Coins coming through. Oh, I have a feeling here you're trying to manifest with the universe. There may be something here that you're tossing up on whether to put some energy into or not. The Six of Coins talks about balancing give and take, how to invest and how not to invest. The Six of Coins is about investing, but doing it in a fair way. So, you know, in the traditional tarot, we see someone giving stuff to the poor, and one person's receiving all the stuff that the person's giving out. So it's sort of this energy of making things fair, making things balance. So somehow or another you're trying to manifest, but you're trying to do something that's fair and balanced. All right, because we have the Five of Swords here. You may be choosing to walk away from something here because you're not feeling that things are balanced. Maybe you're making some sort of choice here with that Two of Pentacles over whether a situation is worth you investing in or not. Maybe you're going backwards and forwards with those Two Pentacles, trying to understand, is this the right decision for me and do I keep investing? For example, say you have two job opportunities. And one job may be safe, you may be very comfortable, you may be very happy where you are, but there's another job opportunity that's coming around. So you're not sure which one to invest in with that Two Pentacles. And you know with one of the jobs that you've been sticking it out is maybe not worth investing in anymore because you're realizing maybe I've got what I need from it, maybe I'm not really getting anything more. And this card tells me that you're making some sort of decision here to leave something behind, not necessarily because you don't want it, but because it is the best thing for you to do. So this here is often that idea of an empty win. So it may not be a nice thing for you to have to do, to walk away from something, but in the Five of Swords, you are choosing to do it. You are choosing yourself. Okay, so behind that we have, yeah, the Devil energy. Wow, the Devil's coming around a little bit at the moment. Now, you could be making a decision here, but I want to say that you may be making a decision because you've got yourself entrapped in something that because you have such strong egoic attachment to it, you're finding it very hard to release. This could be within yourself here. But I'm feeling with this Devil energy, it may be something that you are attached to because of your ego needing to be attached to that particular thing. Okay, let's use addiction as an example here. I've got an addiction here and I'm trying to decide whether I should leave this addiction behind or not. I'm trying to think, do I go on a diet? Do I go to, Alcoholics Anonymous? Am I looking at Narcotics Anonymous? Whatever it is for you, there is something here that you are looking at, something that you're investing in. It may be really simple, such as love addiction or codependency, but something here you're tossing up, whether to walk away from it or not. The Six of Pentacles makes me feel like you've invested way too much in this particular thing. So for example, if it's a gambling addiction, you may be finding that you're losing a lot of money and you need to save, right? So you're making a decision here as to whether you would keep investing in this thing. I like the addiction thing because it sort of makes sense with the Devil card here. So the Five of Swords says to me, even though I love doing this, even though it sort of makes me feel good, I know that it's really not good for me, so I'm going to walk away from it. It's going to be hard because I really like to do this thing, but I know that it is now the wrong thing for me. And that is the Devil energy. So what you're trying to do is discard some part of you that's got you hooked into something that really isn't right for you anymore. You're starting to realize it's not working. Very interesting energy. All right, so we have a King of Swords here. Now, for some of you, the King of Swords can represent, you're doing research here, and I feel like you're looking for a lawyer, or you're looking for somebody who can give you advice here. You're looking for the advice in this card. But for me, the King of Swords is very much a lawyer. But this could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that you're dealing with. Whatever this King of Swords is here, you're looking at things in a very logical way now. You're no longer looking at them through your heart space. So, you know, if it's something like, we all have addictions, food, ice cream and chocolate. But you know you're eating too much of it. It's starting to plague your health. You may be starting to gain weight. You know that you really love it, but you know you need to walk away from it. And somehow that devil energy is telling you that it is no good for you. But it feels good, right? So maybe this is the angel and that little devil on your shoulders. Something here that you are now seeking advice. I see you looking on the internet, trying to work out which way to go. Now with the Ace of Cups here, with the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Now, you could be dealing with a person here that you're addicted to, or an addiction for love addiction, codependency. So there is an energy here that this could be talking about relationship with this Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. Are you investing in something, or have you been investing in something that you are losing yourself in? Where you are so addicted to something, you can't see who you are anymore. Because your ego quite possibly has you believing that somehow or another here that it's going to be really difficult to move away from, because you're feeling like you're going to lose yourself. But in fact, you're losing yourself in the situation. There is definitely some sort of addictive energy here that you're playing with. But whatever it is, you're choosing to change it, not because you don't like doing it, not because it doesn't feel comfortable, because you know it doesn't serve you any longer. All right. Very interesting reading. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through here. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is about being grounded. It's about standing in your own space. It's about being sort of, it's about being down to earth and structured with the decisions you're making. So the Queen of Pentacles could be focused on her money. You could be spending too much money on something that's starting to become a problem for you, or you're starting to recognize you have a problem. Maybe you're buying too many tarot decks. But whatever it is, you're realizing there's a problem, and you are looking at the Queen of Pentacles energy. So you're trying to become more grounded. You may be trying to sort of meditate. Maybe you're starting to become more spiritual and starting to release your ego on this, because for me, the Queen of Pentacles is very much about standing in your own space. All right, we have the High Priestess. I love it. So you're using your intuition here. So whatever this is, the High Priestess Devil, that's the sort of energy that we're going with here. So there's like an energy with the High Priestess that you're trusting your intuition here. You're trusting that what you are doing is not serving you, and you are following your own path. You are listening to your higher self here. You're understanding your greater purpose, and you're going towards what you think is the right thing for you, or you feel is the right thing for you. All right, and then we have the Three of Cups with the Four of Wands. There is celebration here. There is a lot of celebration of oneself. A lot of celebration of recognizing something within yourself that you've not seen before. Wow, it is like the What's Cracking reading in some way here. and very much about this energy we've seen this week about seeing the beauty of you, seeing yourself for who you actually are, believing in yourself, believing in who you are. Because there's celebration. You're celebrating the self. You're celebrating who you were meant to be with this high priestess. You're recognizing your soul. Perhaps seeing yourself for the first time. All right, so we have the Star card. Of course we do. So many of you here have been through very intense healing. And I sort of got to this point with this healing thing where I've been hearing it a lot lately and feeling somehow or another when we talk about healing, we feel that somehow or another there's damage that we need to repair. You are never going to heal fully. You can't. It's like a tree. You're going to keep going through processes because each time you come up with something new, you move into another stage and you need to move through that. And I feel like I want to sort of say all the time, you're never going to heal completely, but then it makes people feel that they're never going to cope with their problems. And it's not about that. It's about understanding. Understanding where you are at that point in time. And when you reach the next point in time, you have a better understanding again. What I'm seeing here with the Star is just having this faith and trust, this undeniable faith and trust in yourself. And it's come through time and time again this week in the readings. It's such a beautiful energy. It's really about you seeing yourself for who you are. I feel like a lot of you are shedding these energies that have held you back. Oh, and then we have the Sun. So I have the Star and the Sun together here. All I need now is the little 9 of Cups just to weigh that up. And that would say to me that you're about to see all your wishes and dreams come true here. But it's not, it's the Magician. Look at that. So we have the Magician with the Sun and the Star. This is manifestation at its finest, but it's not about manifesting something in the material world. It's like manifesting that part of yourself that you've forgotten. It's like bringing yourself back. It's standing in that Queen of Pentacles energy and really being grounded in who you are. I think the readings have been the most beautiful readings this week. Knight of Cups coming through with the 2 of Swords and the Chariot. Well, for me, the Chariot is representing you having everything moving in the right direction now. You know, the Chariot is also a card of 2 directions. It's a card of making sure that your directions are running straight so that you can move on the Chariot. And if you've got both of those things going in the right direction, your Chariot will go very, very fast. There is something here you are making a decision to do that is going to be life-changing for you. Whether this is walking away from an addiction, walking away from a person, walking away from an old version of yourself. You're making a decision to do this week. And on top of that, you are creating something incredibly beautiful by letting go of those things that have held you back. That Star, that Sun, that Magician energy makes my stomach flip. Something is changing. It's just discarding old energies, discarding things that no longer serve you, whether they are people, places, or things. You're doing it. You're doing it this week. You are making a decision to do this. You are no longer making excuses for yourself. You are no longer sitting in that I can't do it energy. You are firing on all cylinders here. Oh my goodness, I remember a reader reading for me many, many years ago, and she said to me, Yvonne, you are a V8, but you are running on 6 cylinders. And I remember at the time sort of thinking about that and thinking it was such a good analogy. It really made me see something very differently. So I want to say to you, many of you here only understand yourself as a 6-cylinder vehicle when you are a V8. And that's what you're doing here. You are fulfilling yourself, fulfilling yourself with yourself. And you are moving so quickly with this Chariot. So let's have a look at something. I have the Chariot, I have the Magician, I have the Sun, I have the Star, and I have the High Priestess. And that is your celebration of self. It's celebrating who you are. There is some sort of decision you are making here that is going to bring balance to you, but it's also going to help you to understand how to take back, not just give. There is something you are moving away from because you have realized that where you are is not serving you anymore. You are leaving behind the fears, the things that have kept you trapped, the addictions, the ego stuff. It's all being left where it needs to be. And you are making some sort of decision here to seek out something. This to me is just incredible levels of self-love. But for some of you, this is going to lead to something more with the Two of Cups. I will leave you with that. What a beautiful reading. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card before we go. And there it is. Oh, wait. Let's have a look at what the universe is saying here. Maybe for some of you, you're not quite ready because it says it's not time yet. Things are being woven. So something here is going to come through to show you. I just remember this thing once where somebody said to me, do you go through the alphabet when you're looking for things? And I was like, yeah. So I'm going, wait. A, B, C, D, W. And I can't find it. But wait. All right. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world, where an instant response is so often expected, and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at those extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait, it is not yet time. The details are being woven. Now, this is about trusting here. So it's about trusting the universe. It's about trusting that the signs are going to come to you when you're ready. It's about trusting here your own capacity to make the decisions you need to make and do the things you need to do. But you're trusting yourself. So whatever this is, I feel like you're going to get some sort of sign, some sort of energy here that's going to make you realize what you need to do in moving forward. I feel like this is the collective really understanding the power of who they are. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.